Hey guys, this is Marv De Leon, founder of freelanceblend.com, and I've been a user of Taxumo.com for more than a year, and that's why I'd like to teach you today how to easily sign up for Taxumo.com. Now we're here at www.taxumo.com, and I will teach you how to easily sign up for an account. Just click the sign up button on the upper right portion of the screen, and then you'll be asked to input an email address. So I will use my Freelance Blend Gmail account. And right after, you need to click the send verification code button. So you have to remember that. Um, and then you'll be asked for the verification code that Taxumo will send you. So I will now go to my Gmail account, and as you can see, there's the verification code from Taxumo. Just copy the code and then go back to the Taxumo sign up screen and paste the code. Then click verify code. So now that the code has been accepted, the next step is to um, input a password. So make sure that you follow the steps on the right side of the screen. Um, you need to use 8 to 16 characters and satisfies any of the three following: has lowercase letters, has uppercase letters, has digits 0 to 9, and at least one of the symbols below. So I will do that now. Then of course your name, first name, and if you have a coupon code, just input it in this field. Now, as a follower of Freelance Blend, we have a special code from Taxumo. It's the code is blenders, and what you'll get from this coupon code is you'll get 100 pesos off your first filing and an extra month free when you upgrade to Taxumo Pro. So please remember your code blenders, and then just click the create button. And we are now at the company details page, and as you can see, I've filled it up with fictitious information for purposes of this demonstration. And for the fields that you see, you need to make sure that it matches the information in your certificate of registration, or the COR, which you get from the BIR RDO, or Revenue District Office, your RDO. So now, there's a taxpayer's name, so make sure it starts with your last name, your first name, and your middle name, and then your tax identification number, then your registered address. Just copy it as you see it in the COR. Your zip code, and again the Revenue District Office. So this is a drop-down field, and just choose which one is your RDO. And then of course your email, contact number, and your birth date. And just click proceed. Now we're on the business profile page, and as you can see, merong mga bagong fields that you need to select. So for freelancers, usually services, that's what I chose. But if you're also selling goods, you choose sales in goods business. Next field is income source. So if your income is solely from your freelance business, for example, so you choose solely from business. But if you are, let's say, freelancing on the side and you are also employed, so choose mixed from business and employment. Next is line of business. So again, you have to refer to your COR and just look for the code there of your line of business. For example, when you put a number, input a number, you will see the list of business lines of business. So let's say Kalamansi. Now the deduction method. If this is unclear to you, you will always see a question mark if you don't understand the field. So me personally, I chose optional standard deduction because what I declare in terms of expenses, I feel na it's about 40% of my gross receipts. So that's why I chose, and I think it's easier than doing itemized deduction. So that's why I chose optional standard deduction. But again, this is case to case basis. I would suggest if you still can't decide whether optional standard deduction or itemized deduction, you can always contact Taxumo support at customercare or at taxumo.com, or you will also see a pop-up chat button at the lower right portion of the dashboard, and Taxumo answers fast. So let's choose optional standard deduction. Next is taxpayers type. So for freelancers, you're either a professional or you've registered as a single proprietor. So in my case, I registered as a professional. So click professional. And last field to fill up is the ATC or the alphanumeric tax code. So as a professional, you can either choose this one, income from profession, graduated IT rates, or with the new train law, the 8% IT rate. So for this demo, personally, I also chose yung graduated IT rates. Again, if you have questions about this, you can refer to FAQ or FAQ portion of the taxumo.com. You can contact customer support, and there's also a very detailed blog post about the train law that you can find in the Taxumo blog. Next would be certificate of registration. So if you have that on hand, just take a picture or scan it and upload here. But if you still don't have it, that's okay. This is not required. You can do it after. What's required for this screen is the signature, your actual signature. So what you need to do is sign on a white paper and then take a photo or scan it and then upload the file on this page. Then once you have that, just simply click proceed. Now, after clicking the proceed button, you will see the screen. Which forms are you required to file? So option 1 is not opting in to 8%. Option 2 is opt in to 8%. Option 2 is opt in to 8% quarterly income tax with notation. Option 3 is opt in to 8% quarterly income tax with notation and zero tax quarterly percentage tax. I know that that's a mouthful and I'm not an accountant, so what I did is click this button and you will be taken to the blog post by Taxumo, which tells you all about the 8% income tax rate on gross sales receipts based on the new train law. So just go over this and decide whether you're taking option 1, 2, or 3. So for this demo, we will select option 1. So just notice that these options are clickable. I chose option 1 and then I click proceed. Now we're inside the dashboard of taxumo.com. So let's just walk through the different sections of the dashboard. So as you can see on the left, this is the cash flow. This is the main uh, Taxumo page that you will see every time you log in. And then next will be submissions page, and then the withheld tax page, and next to that is the books page. So this is one of the features that you will get access to when you get the Taxumo Pro, when you upgrade to the Taxumo Pro account by clicking this yellow button. And below that, if you want to see or you need to update your company profile, just simply go to this company page, and then below that is the categories page, and last is the delegates page. Again, this is part of the Pro feature if you sign up and upgrade to the Taxumo Pro um, plan. This means for the free account you have access to one delegate. So if let's say you have an accountant like me, you can give access to that accountant. But if you're, let's say, a sole proprietor, a sole proprietor, and you want to give access to additional people like accountant, a bookkeeper, or a partner, so you, as a pro user, you get 2 additional delegate accounts. So that's a total of 3 users for your company. So now we go back to the main page, which is the cash flow page, and I will demonstrate how to submit income and an expense. On the rightmost part, on the sidebar, you see the tax juice. So this is the important part of the page that you need to be aware of every time you go to Taxumo, because this is where you will know which taxes to file for that particular month or quarter. So for example, quarterly percentage, you see that for quarter 1, January to March, there's a due of 1,000. The reason for this is that even if this is a demo account, even if you haven't inputted income for this, since we are already past due, so there's a penalty of 1,000. But of course, it's for demo purposes only. If as long as you're updated, this won't appear. The penalty won't appear. So below that is another tax that is due on July 15. So the quarterly percentage tax, which you will see will get updated once we input income later on. So just be aware of the rightmost part of the Taxumo main screen. Now we will input income. Just click the plus button. So for example, let's say 2,000 pesos. So you base this on the OR or the sales invoice that you give to a client that, for example, pays you an amount, let's say 2,000 pesos. And for example, the date is today. Today is May 28, 2018. So OR number or SI number, sales invoice number, just refer to your OR number. So let's say it's 0001. And then choose the category, whether sales, retail, services, proceeds, etc. Let's say as a freelancer, I'm selling my services. and then your business name. So this is let's say Marvin De Leon, or whatever in our example is Steph Curry. Now for the business name field, just input the name of your client, or if it's a corporation, the name of the corporation. So for example, client 1. And for the notes portion, it's really up to you. If you, for tracking purposes, you can fill up this part. Below that is if you would like to store a copy of your OR, you can just upload a photo of that. Just take a picture or scan it and upload the file here. So once you're done, just click the submit button. After clicking the submit button, you can see that the total income um, amount got updated. So as you input more of your ORs, this total income amount will also update and show you the total income for that particular period. Now we will input expense. So let's say you bought something from National Bookstore, which is a business expense. Input the month, day, year. Receipt number, let's say, let's just refer to your receipt number 2. Category, so here it's what's different from the income screen. So here you see the different types of business expenses. Let's say we bought office supplies from National Bookstore. Business name is National Bookstore, for example. And again, the notes, let's say pens. You can also as an option upload your receipt and then click submit. So now you see the total income and total expense is no longer zero, and you can see a breakdown of what you uploaded. You can also filter your let's say you have a lot of receipts that you've added. So to easily filter and see um, which entries you want to see. Let's say you just want to see your income for the month of May, or whichever month or year or quarter. Just click apply and you will see that. So this is for easily searching a particular receipt. And then on the right side, as I mentioned earlier, you will see that the tax dues part got updated. So for due date July 15, you have to pay 60 pesos. And just click the file button. That's it. Hey guys, so thanks again for watching. I hope you learned something new today. Please don't forget to use my code BLENDERS. That's BLENDERS. So yeah, thank you. Bye.